Let's jump into this one, y'all. This is Ms. T on YouTube, pinned down in the description. Make sure you go subscribe to that channel and subscribe to this channel. Do all the channels, y'all. All right, let's go. You guys ready?
The person who has the tape really doesn't want to pop it around. They really want to help and give it to wanted to directly sell it to that person, but it seems as if they are going elsewhere.
He needs a lot of therapy and he is getting it. But, and this is a big but, the people he is getting therapy from are people who have ulterior motives. The biggest of those motives is money. Our singer is handing money over hand over fist. More is not what he needs.
So a lawyer just confirmed that Diddy has made an S tape with Justin Bieber, but instead of keeping it in his vault, he sold it, and that got Justin Bieber spiraling. So for the past couple of weeks, there's been a lot of speculation concerning the singer and Diddy, but it looks like the worst of it is unfolding right now. Apparently, the freak-off tape is in the hands of someone who is already looking to make a profit off of it by selling to media outlets, and it's all kinds of wrong, but what's worse is that there are potential buyers, and get this, it clearly shows Justin's face. The singer is, of course, sick to his stomach, and so are fans.
Damn, that is crazy, y'all.
He is reportedly struggling to deal with these circumstances and is considering his options to stop it from happening. Just how is he dealing with it, and what can he do in a situation like this? And does the freak-off tape really exist?
Oh, man.
Here's everything we know.
And then we
crazy as that is, y'all, but how do you stop it from happening?
Have this north of the border singer is about to file a defamation lawsuit because of the allegations made about him and the producer.
Oh, Canada. Oops, I tried to hit play again and it didn't do it.
/ wannabe rapper. Obviously, they're talking about Justin Bieber.
So remember the tapes that Diddy made during freak-offs? Well, it looks like they're being sold to Hollywood. It turns out that the
this is crazy.
Former music mogul didn't keep the tapes just to blackmail his victims, but to make the money as well. Attorney Ariel Mitchell Kidd recently sat down for an interview claiming to have been approached for the sale of one of Diddy's freak-off tapes. According to her, it features Diddy with the high-profile celebrity. Worst of all, the victim is only now finding out that the tapes have been passed around in the industry. Though Ariel didn't reveal the name of the A-lister, she did reveal that it was someone even more high-profile than Diddy.
Mr. Combs was in the tape, and this other person is, I would venture to say, more high profile than Mr. Combs.
Really? Really? And you've seen it?
Or I've seen stills of the video.
It seems like Mitchell Kidd's not lying either. The New York Post published an article claiming that a male A-list celebrity who was recorded during the freak-offs with Diddy is horrified that the footage is being shopped around to media outlets. According to one insider close to the anonymous star, it's triggering. It feels like a betrayal and a violation, and it's causing a lot of issues. It brings up some really disturbing and bad memories. According to reports, the footage clearly shows the faces of the people participating in the freak-off, which makes the situation even more distressing. What's worse is that the news outlets are reportedly in a bidding war to get their hands on this footage.
That is crazy as hell. They got a bidding war to get the footage? Y'all, what the hell is this world coming to? This is crazy. By the way, TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here, but come over to YouTube if you want to actually see the video. You can see the video that we're watching. Well, let me show it on TikTok, but you can watch it on YouTube. All you got to do is search The Mystery Project. The Mystery Project on YouTube. Search that. We're live there right now also, so come over and check it out.
Who has the tape really doesn't want to shop it around. They really want to help and give it to wanted to directly sell it to that person, but it seems as if they are going elsewhere. I believe we're sooner rather than later maybe finding out, unless that person comes and purchases the video themselves, which is really the goal of the people who have the video.
Oh, man.
They just, at this point, if that person doesn't want to purchase it, then it's going to go on the open market.
And of course, all of this is troubling.
That's crazy. How could they do that? They get a tape of somebody and say, hey, either you buy it or it's going to the highest bidder. How can you do that?
for the male victim. According to an insider, it's a total nightmare. He feels like he was victimized years ago and is now being victimized again. If this footage gets out, it will follow him for life. It will be on the internet forever. Meanwhile, a second source revealed that the victim is hoping to let things play out on their own. There's not much he can do about it. If there is a video taken without his knowledge that somehow gets out, so all he can do is pray. He's praying that it all goes away. Meanwhile, according to some members of the media outlets that spoke with the Post, though there are a few agencies looking to buy the footage, most companies are steering clear of it. Apparently, they are not sure of the victim's age and don't want to face criminal charges.
What do you make of this whole shopping around a tape? Is that even legal? Is that something that can even be done?
Well, the first question is who owns the copyright to that video, right? So if you don't own the copyright and you're selling it or distributing it or publishing it, then obviously that's an infringement, a copyright infringement. But of course, how are we going to prove that? Once something is out on the internet, it's out on the internet. So there's that element of it. And then there's also, depending on who it is that released it, there's some revenge porn laws that vary from state to state.
Corn. Oh, Lord have mercy. Corn.
But we see this all the time. We see, photographs being sold to media outlets, and we see, it's sort of, and people have anonymous sources. They never really, they don't have to release where it came from.
That's right.
Well, an officer with the Department of Homeland Security who was part of the raid on Combs' Miami home told the Post that the authorities believe Diddy was in possession of such incriminating videos. However, he couldn't inform if the A-lister was in the tapes seized by the authorities. There are recognizable names, but I won't confirm any of their identities. But it's more than just one. It's seriously disturbing, and fans can't help but wonder who this A-lister male is. Surprisingly, most folks seem to think it might be Justin Bieber. At this point, fans strongly believe that the singer was mistreated under his mentorship and are hoping that he's able to get through these tough times. However, if the male victim happens to be Justin, well, things just get worse for him. It doesn't seem like he's doing well right now. According to reports, Justin is spiraling. Of course, anyone in Justin's shoes would be reacting the same way. And according to some blind items, Justin's planning to file a defamation lawsuit to put an end to the speculation.
And then
oh, snap.
we have this north of the border singer is about to file a defamation lawsuit because of the allegations made about him and the producer / wannabe rapper. Obviously, they're talking about Justin Bieber.
Honestly, though, Justin's decision to file a lawsuit makes sense since his name is being dragged front and center. He should.
Oh, hell. Just me. Yeah, you got to search the Mystery Project. The haunted side on YouTube is like the ghost hunting stuff, but the Mystery Project on YouTube is the true crime.
Didn't have to open his Instagram and be slammed with his trauma every day. Thankfully, his wife won't stand for it either. She shared a picture of her husband giving the middle finger during a trip to Queensland, Australia back in 2017 with the caption, "Mood." Recently, a lot of fans think that this was her response to the allegations surrounding him and Diddy. But one insider revealed Hailey Bieber believes that she is Justin Bieber's gatekeeper, and this was her way of showing the world how she feels about the whole situation with Sean Diddy Combs, not Justin. Out of the 100 photos of Justin Bieber, she had to choose one from 2017 that was taken before he got back together with his ex, Selena Gomez. The insider did say that Hailey needs to let Justin do the talking, but Justin Bieber really has no voice right now, and it is sad. And for anyone questioning whether Justin could be a victim or not, well, the clues were all there. In fact, back in 2017, there was a blind item that laid out Justin's trauma. However, fans turned a blind eye to it, thinking it was yet another wild story.
There is a Diddy blind item from 2017. It was published 2017, but it is eerily explaining most of what is happening current day. I'm not big on like celebrity blind items like Crazy Days and Crazy Nights, but I thought I would look at some of Diddy's. As you guys can see, it was published August 22nd, 2017. Over the years, I have written bits and pieces of the entirety of this story as they were told to me. Over the last week or two, it has all come together to the point where I don't even know where to begin. Go back almost a decade. You had this foreign-born rising star in his early teens, and as we know,
oh, hell.
They are talking about Justin Bieber.
Right. TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here.
He flies here to
Thanks for the little ghost.
the U.S. and meets one of his idols, probably a permanent A-lister. The idol is closeted and has S with women, but much prefers men. Well, young men. He made it very clear to the
oh, hell.
teen what he needed to do, and the teen did it.
There was also this other blind item titled hazing, which was way more disturbing. According to the reports, they called it hazing. I think it has destroyed the A-list singer's life, and it will ultimately cause him to murk himself. Not enough is spoken about how his dad had the biggest voice in his ear, telling him to go to the mentors
Whoa.
who would make him rich.
That's right,
All of
thank
those Bible lessons went out the window when the dad was given a bunch of C and as many S workers as he could have S within a night. Limos and cash and parties and made to feel like a king. So he would tell his son to go spend time with an A-list mentor and his friends. All night at the recording studio? That was fine. Dad was out partying and enjoying the life and never wanted it to end. What about the other parent? The other parent was battling depression and substances and was in no condition to offer advice. Not that her son would have listened. Her son was mistreated, all under the guise of hazing. The son did as he was told because his dad told him it was okay. Now the son is rich and made his deal with the devil. He will end up dead. He has way too many demons on his head. Mom is
Oh, Lord.
feeling and doing better all these years. Dad has a significant other, but still sees his son every chance he can get to have a night with his son's very young fans who are usually happy to sleep with him. Back
What in the hell is going? That is crazy.
when the blind item first hit the internet, a lot of people thought that it was Justin and Diddy. One person commented, "Deaf Bieber, showbiz parents are the worst." However, fans eventually forgot about the blind item, but they found themselves concerned again when, according to one insider, Justin was thinking of doing the unthinkable.
Okay, you guys, we got a pretty concerning blind item over the weekend. It says this foreign-born former A-list singer tried to unalive himself
Oh, hell.
last month. The people around the singer still won't try and get him help, though. This blind was referring to Justin Bieber. Obviously, take these blinds with a grain of salt.
It looks like the singer was battling some demons because right now, around the time when the report came out, Justin announced that he would not be continuing with the rest of his Justice World Tour. He told fans that he needed to prioritize his health. Folks
Oh, Lord.
initially thought
Dude, you're going to burn in hell for this. You're going to burn in hell for all this stuff. What do y'all think? How long until he's, Epstein?
that it might have
Lord have mercy. By the way, TikTok, hit that follow button if you're new here. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime and all kinds of stuff, news, true crime, everything, we're live every night. So come on in, take a second, hit the follow button, tap the screen like crazy. Thanks for the little ghosts. YouTube, hit the thumbs up button. Let's get 100 likes. Hit the subscribe button. And TikTok, come over to YouTube if you want to see the videos. Just search The Mystery Project. You got to make sure it's The Mystery Project. That's where you'll find the true crime on YouTube. Come on over.
something to do with Justin recovering from Ramsay Hunt syndrome. For those of you who don't know, Ramsay Hunt syndrome is a disease of the nerves caused by a virus and can lead to facial paralysis.
Oh, hell, that sounds terrible. Bex, thank you.
That year, the left side of Justin's face did become paralyzed. However, fans suspected that there could be something
Is that real life? I didn't know about that.
more to the situation when Hailey Bieber posted a concerning Instagram story. She wrote, "But really, since the beginning of 2023, I've had some of the saddest, hardest times I've ever had in my adult life, and my mind and emotions have been
Desiree.
fragile, to say the least. And I know
Like
a lot
Jamie
of people feel
Foxx.
the same way I do, so just know you're not alone." What's more, there were also reports about the singer possibly considering retirement around this time. According to one source, Justin hasn't felt right with the world for some time, and his stardom weighs heavily on him. Even his therapist says if what he's doing makes him unhappy, he should make the hard decision to set it aside. The insider added, Justin feels the pressure of the music biz isn't good for him. He just wants to disappear with Hailey and enjoy his money. And so bearing all that in mind, it makes sense why Justin might be going through a rough patch right now. The singer has dealt with enough and it doesn't seem to be ending anytime soon. However, if any of the other celebrities who were either victims or accomplices believe that they'll never end up in the same shoes as him, well, they need to think again. What's happened to Justin could easily happen to someone else too.
The allegation
Mm.
is that part of the crime was filming people, and the second part of that is Diddy is huge. if you're a celebrity, you have interacted with Diddy, you've wanted to interact with Diddy, and she's, thrown parties that you probably went to. And so, he was so ubiquitous for so long that it's impossible
Whoa.
for, somebody who, is in sort of this A-list world to not have come in contact with him and probably been friendly and chummy and, and sort of not knowing in this, era of, okay, what's going to come out, who was there, and this culture of, we love tearing down celebrities. We love putting them on pedestals just so we can tear them down. And so, having this sort of climate, I think that anyone who was anywhere near him is probably nervous right now.
As for what Justin can actually do for himself in this situation, well, according to Mitchell Kidd, he should seriously look into buying the tape himself because that would put an end to the bidding war, and Justin would probably be able to go to sleep peacefully.
I was them.
I don't know. That is pretty crazy, though, to be even in a situation like that.
I would do something about this, and the only way to do anything is to do the catch and kill. That's the only way to ensure that it doesn't come out, with
the channel we're listening to is Miss T on YouTube, but you can find it. It's pinned in the description of the video on YouTube. Search the Mystery Project. Come subscribe.
Taught that God helps those who help themselves. So if we have a situation where that person does have the opportunity to purchase the video, if I were them, I would absolutely purchase the video.
However, fans think it's not right. Justin shouldn't have to spend his own money for something like this. Some fans believe that the lawyer only suggested this to get a settlement out of the entire ordeal. One person even wrote, "So why is this lawyer helping with the sale of a non-consensual tape? Why is no one calling her out on that?" He could also consider legal options, depending upon the state where he files the lawsuit. Justin can go after the people looking to make a profit off the tape. However, he might need to think about whether he can hide his identity during the court proceedings in that particular state.
Could you get a court to jump in for an injunction to stop anybody from publishing it?
There's a real possibility that you could.
But if that unnamed celebrity goes to court, can they shield their identity so nobody would know that they're doing this?
It again depends state by state.
What fans are concerned about is not how could a person in possession of such a video not turn it over to the feds. Did the feds not know about the existence of the tape? And if they did, why didn't they issue a subpoena for it?
If there's a subpoena that requires the production of documents or other materials, you're required to produce those materials, whether they were adequately described such that it would
Lori Blackmail, right? Exactly, Blackmail.
Come within the ambit. This tape would come within the ambit of the document request.
As we said the other night, white parties, blackmail.
Or the request for materials.
Crazy.
You'd have to look at it closely.
But if somebody has this tape and they're like, look, I know Sean Combs is being investigated right now. They wouldn't have necessarily a legal obligation to turn it over. I mean, they would have to imagine that a crime was being committed. But I guess the idea is if you have this tape and you want to keep onto it and you're shopping it around, that feels dirty, but is it illegal to not turn it over even if the government didn't ask for it?
Oh, if the government hasn't asked for it, they don't have to turn it.
Meanwhile, Diddy's team has flatly denied the existence of the video, saying that the lawyer wanted publicity and attention. And so at the end of the day, this is a nightmare for Justin Bieber. Diddy might be behind bars, but Justin's still suffering. Hopefully, he's able to get a handle on things before the unthinkable could ever happen. As for fans, well...
So the Diddy team is saying it doesn't exist at all. Justin's going... I guess he would. Well, that's what sucks too. Is he might think about it. He might not even really know, right? Like he might be like, "Oh, like that one time I can't remember what happened." Is that what they're talking about? Dang, can you imagine that? Oh.
They're all hurting and angry for Justin. One person wrote, "I want to know if Scooter knew and let this happen to Justin. Didn't he and Usher create a label just to sign Justin?" And another person commented, "The tape needs to go to the prosecution for no money, period. People trying to sell that tape is a crime." But what do you guys think about the situation? Do you think that Justin's tape is really real? Will he be able to somehow get through this? Let us know in the comment section below.